I'm Jeff Mixon, and this is another edition of Civitas Institute's Talk of the State. Joining me today is Senator-elect Don Davis. You are the new senator from Eastern North Carolina, and tell the folks something about your background.
Well, thank you, Jeff, so much for allowing me this opportunity. I had an opportunity of serving our country. I served in the Air Force. Also,
and you're an Academy grad, right?
Yes, graduated from United States Air Force Academy in '94, and that I was in Colorado. Stayed out in Colorado Springs for an additional year working at the on campus there. Eventually went out to the D.C. area at Andrews Air Force Base. Served as a services officer, also a protocol officer on the flight line, and eventually made it back to Eastern North Carolina.
Now, I read that you handled protocol for Air Force One.
That's correct. That's right. And did some cutting edge things, and really, saw government and the movement of different officials coming in and out of the United States, and I was there actually doing some critical peace talks and so forth. But had an opportunity of coming back to North Carolina.
So the old home strings started pulling.
That's right. Went to East Carolina to serve as an assistant professor in the Aerospace Studies Department. Taught military history, national security affairs, and actually this was an interesting time because I was teaching it at a time that terrorism was not a household concept. But it was interesting.
So overnight you see this niche field turn into everybody wants to talk to you.
That's right. Also taught leadership and eventually ventured out into sociology, started teaching sociology. Outside of serving, eventually I ended up leaving the university and ran for mayor of Snow Hill. And then eventually came back to the university, served as the mayor and at the university in this capacity in the sociology department. Then eventually made it to did some time in the community college system as well, at North Community College in the semester at Pitt.
So you've got a good background in military affairs, you've got a good background in education. What made you decide to come to the North Carolina Senate?
Well, I served Snow Hill, the residents of the community, and I felt that I had an ability to get things done and bring residents together. And working with the board, we did some cutting edge things, and felt that I had the capacity to reach out in a larger area and inspire a difference, hopefully for the East as well as North Carolina.
Right, exactly. I think a lot of folks lose sight of that. They say, I'm here for my district, and they lose sight of the whole state when they do that. What do you hope to accomplish during this freshman session in the legislature?
Well, I'll tell you, I think we run campaigns, and there's all these things that we want to do, but probably the reality right now is getting through with a good budget, leaving at least with setting a good budget, as well as looking at how we might explore growth, especially with jobs. Right now with the unemployment rate, the economy been very sluggish. These are things that we're going to have to give some serious and hard looks.
Well, and the area you come from certainly needs any help it can get, job-wise. So it'll be interesting to see what this session comes through with. So thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll see you again and have you at another event. But this has been Talk of the State. I'm Jeff Mixon, and joining me today has been Senator-elect Don Davis, representing Eastern North Carolina. And join us again for another interview with a freshman legislature on the Talk of the State.